that Dark throws at him, or he'll crumble like so many before him. And before we figured that out, it'd be awesome if you could help me appease the algorithm gods just this one time by smashing that like button and maybe gently caressing the subscribe. And Jimmy, what are we? One more than yesterday. 1,423 likes on this video, on this cast, and I'll cast another one. And, well, we can stave off Dark's retirement, hopefully a little bit longer. I'll probably do it anyways, but thank you for watching. Hopefully you've had a good day so far, and hopefully it's about to get just a little bit better. Is this how we're walling off now, Classic? To say I dislike it would be a slight understatement. I don't hate it, but I'm intensely skeptical of having a single pylon as the focal point that is so easily accessible, because...
Who does that?
But... walling off early. So the benefit of this is you can wall off with just the first cyber core and the gateway. Usually, in your more standard, probably more defensible, you got 2 gates, a cyber core, and then a nice perfect little spot. You can jam an adept in there or something like that. Or if you're hero, you could think about jamming an adept in there and then hit the select all army hotkey. But either way, I digress. The benefit here is driving out those early lings, not the early overlord that doesn't care about pylon walls, but the oracle, the glorified searchlight it is. When you think about it, actually. Anyways, we popped like an overripe tomato. And Dark, a moment of supply block there, but Adept's third base already on the way, pre-4 minute. Classic with no intent on getting super aggressive on 2 base, but instead just gonna poke and prod with all his most mobile Protoss units early on, and try to keep tabs and maybe tap down on the amount of aggression and economy that Dark is able to bring to the table. And a few Zerglings. Gonna start nibbling on the shields of the Nexus, finding it remarkably chewy. Not that the Protoss would know without mouths. If they did have them, they'd probably cry out and say, "Who designed this wall?" Mr. Zergachev, tear it right down. And well, feels like Dark couldn't help it either. It's like, well, let's teach him a lesson. Toss a few Zerglings, but he gets in. In fact, Classic just slaps down the Twilight in the Forge right next to it. 3 drones died to the Oracles. Pretty low number considering there wasn't even a Spore Crawler at the 3rd, but the Queen's on point, ready to deal with it. Though the creep spread a bit lackluster. Adepts. Hello? One of those moments where you're just expecting to cancel both sides, I think. Classic loses track of them, gets no more drones. The Oracle's going to come in and try to do something about that. Light up one of the drones. Queen is able to retreat, and overall, bit of a mistake there from Classic. Will make it that much harder to keep the pressure on Dark here. And Dark is fully aware of that. He builds 10 drones.
Download now.
Drones, a 4th hatchery, a couple extractors, and a roach warren on the way now. So pretty much has enough Zerglings to force the Oracles to stay back at home, because Classic right now only has 3 gateways, and he only just finished up those gateways. Oh wait, that wasn't the Twilight and Forge. I'm sorry. I just, oh, he built the Twilight and Forge at the front, so Dark just saw it anyways. Okay, I'm not as sorry. I'm like 40% as sorry as I originally was, which was not very much, so really not worth discussing as time goes on. But instead, these Oracles... Sir, respectfully, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. This is the Hatchery Owners Association, the HOA, and, Oracles, you're not on the list, all right? None of the protoss are on the list, Brenda. I'm being nice. I'm being nice. No, I think you're being kind of shitty. Shut up, Susan. I don't know. Well, Swarm hosts on the way. So Richard and his merry band of Swarm host brethren have no longer been relegated to the accidental misclick A button column, but instead as a real and serious danger to